There are two ways to freeze or get a still frame in Filmora. One is using speed, the other is a snapshot. Let's take a look at each. I have a single clip here on my timeline, and right about at the 2-second mark is where I want to freeze the frame for about a second or two and then play on through. So I'm going to take my playhead back to the point where I want to freeze, which is, well, there at 2 seconds. That'll work just fine. I've got the clip selected, and then up on the upper right, I'll come over to the speed tab. Under speed, I want to click speed ramping, then customize. Then we want the add freeze frame button, which is a snowflake. We'll just click that and it asks how long we want the freeze frame to be. The default is 5 seconds. We can change that by hovering in this little box with the time. We get the double arrows, just click and drag to the right to make it longer or the left to make it shorter, or make sure you have the time selected and then you can use these up or down buttons over on the right. We'll stick with 3 seconds and click apply. Now down on the timeline, our clip has this ribbon across the top. It says speed ramping over on the left, speed ramping over on the right, and freeze frame in the middle. So here from the 2-second mark over to the 5-second mark is the freeze frame. If we play through that, we'll see that the video goes normal and then it freezes and stops right where we told it to. It holds it for 3 seconds and then it continues playing. If you want to hold the freeze frame longer or shorter, just come down to this ribbon on the right side, hover over until you get the double arrows with the 2 vertical lines, click and drag. If we want to make it longer, we'll drag it to the right. If we want to make the freeze frame shorter, we'll drag it to the left. We were at 3 seconds. Let's take it out to 4 seconds this time. And it looks like, as I'm dragging it to the right, it looks like it's shortening up the end of my clip, like I'm not going to have as much video after the freeze frame. But pay attention when I let go of the mouse here at 4 seconds, I'll let go and watch what happens to the end of the clip. It extends it on out to its original duration, so we didn't lose that, whatever it was, couple seconds there. And the same is true if we shorten up the freeze frame. Say we only want to do it for 1 second. We'll take it back to 1 second, and it looks like now somehow it's created a bunch of extra video after the freeze frame. But when I release, it shortens it up so it's just the same amount of footage that's happening after the freeze as what was originally there after that initial frame. Now, if you have another clip on your timeline after the one where you're applying the freeze frame, let's just drag this on and we'll say, yeah, keep our project settings. That clip is there. So now if I select the clip where I have the freeze frame and I try to extend it, it won't let me extend because it doesn't have enough room to extend this clip out because this one is blocking it. To make a little room, we'll come over here, make sure we have magnetic timeline disabled, then select this next clip that's after it, move it out of the way a little bit, and now I can drag it on out. Now its only limitation is the end of the clip, but if I go ahead and release that, and I still need that freeze frame to be longer, I can click and keep on dragging, and now if I want to go any longer, I'd need to move this following clip out a little bit more. If I want to make the freeze frame go away altogether, I can click on the clip, and then up here under speed and speed ramping, just click none. And now there's no speed ribbon, it's all gone, and the video plays through the whole thing at normal speed. That's how to freeze frame using speed ramping. Now let's look at how to do it with a snapshot. Back to our 2-second mark, that's where we want to do the freeze. Now I'll come up here in the preview window and look for this little camera icon. Click on that. We can choose between a PNG or a JPG. Where do you want to save this snapshot to? It's going to save this as an image. We're just going to click OK. And now up here in our project media, we have a snapshot, an image of that frame. So now how does that help us get a freeze frame here? Well, we're going to leave our playhead exactly where we were to get that freeze frame in the first place. I'm going to click the little scissor icon. You can also do Control B. That's going to split this clip. I'm going to drag it over a bit, drag the image down to the timeline. The default, unless you've changed it to something different, or unless I changed it to something different, but the default is to make an image be 3 seconds on the timeline. That's what it's done. Drag our end clip back in, go to the beginning of our video, and as we play through, we've got the video, we've got the freeze, 3 seconds it'll freeze, and then it continues on with the video. So we achieve the same result as using the freeze frame. This method can be handy if you find that speed ramping method with the ribbon to be a little bit awkward. This puts it in 3 separate parts. Now, of course, you can put it into one part by selecting all these clips, right-clicking, and making a compound clip. Choose a name and any settings and click OK. And now we've got the video with the freeze frame in one clip. Video plays, freezes for 3 seconds, Video resumes. Using the snapshot to create an image for your freeze frame is also handy if you want to use that freeze frame maybe for a thumbnail or something else. It's going to save it in the location you selected when you clicked on snapshot and chose the format and the save to location. My name is Bob. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this helpful and will come join me for another video.